Welcome to the training session for SupervaluReporting.com. In this training, we will show you how to report on your cycle work completion, as well as the merchandiser certification process. The first step is to open up your web browser and go to www.supervalureporting.com. From there, using the drop-down menu next to Provider, select your company and then enter in your username and password. You will receive your username and password prior to becoming certified within the system. In order to report on your home store cycle work, you must be certified. We will cover the merchandiser certification process later on in the training. After logging in, you'll be taken to the current projects screen, which is the main screen for the reporting system. Here, by cycle, it will show you the total stores, reported stores, and non-reported stores. Click on non-reported stores to begin reporting. After opening up the non-reported store list, you will see a listing of all the stores that were scheduled for that cycle that have not yet been fully reported. In order to successfully close out and report on a store, you'll need to make sure that you're entering in information for the attendance data section, category reset data, new item status data, and survey and completion data. When working within this system, you will notice that every time you click on a link, a new window will open up. It is important that you work within each of the windows, and when done working within that window, you'll need to close that window. Then to update the information in all the other windows, it is important that you click on the refresh window button within the main bar of the portal, not the refresh button on your browser. Next, click on the attendance data link for the store that you are reporting on. In this screen, each line represents a person that worked in the store during this cycle. Select the provider, enter in the merchandiser number, which is the same as the username for SupervaluReporting.com, and then enter in the hours worked in that store for that cycle for that rep. After entering in each of the merchandisers who worked in the store, click on the Submit Attendance Data button. After completing the attendance reporting section, you can go ahead and close the attendance browser window. From there, you will be taken back to the current project's main screen. Click on the refresh window button, and after the screen refreshes, you will notice that the attendance data for that store will change from incomplete to complete. You will follow the same process for the remaining three columns within this section: category reset data, new item status data, and survey and completion data. Next, click on the Category Reset Data link to open up the screen where you will enter in information for Reset and Nikki categories. In this screen, the subcategories that you see listed mirror what is on the Store Activity Report, or the SAR. All of the items that are highlighted in red on this screen are required fields. How to report on each item, please refer to the Supervalu SAS Reset Program Handbook. After completing each of the subcategories within this screen, please click on the Submit Category Completion Data button. After closing out the Category Reset Data section, click on the New Item Status Data link for the store that you're reporting on. The first screen that we will be taken to will show you by category the count of items that need to be reported on for this cycle. Next, click on the link underneath Count of Items for the first category within the screen. You will then be taken to another screen which will show you a listing of each of the items that are within that category. Underneath the status drop-down, select the appropriate response for that item. For proper selection of the status options, please refer to the Supervalu SAS Reset Program Handbook. After completing all the new item information for a category, click on the Submit Item Distribution Status button and close the screen. Returning back to the New Item Reporting main category screen, you can go ahead and click the Refresh Window button, and the items for the category you just reported on will update on this screen. After entering in all the items for all the categories within the screen, you can go ahead and close the screen and then refresh the Not Reported Call Store list. At that point, you will notice that next the Survey and Completion Data column for this store will update from Not Ready to Report to Incomplete. You are now on the last step for reporting on your cycle work for your home store. From the Store Completion and Survey Data page, enter in the final date the work was completed, enter in the store contact name, which would be the store manager, department manager, pricing manager, whomever from the store is assigned to sign off and approve on the cycle work. Then enter in any comments you feel that are necessary. After entering in this information, click on the Submit Survey button and close the window. Going back to the current project screen, the main screen, go ahead and click on the Refresh Window button, and you will see the Not Reported Stores column reduced by 1 and the reported stores increased by 1. You have now successfully reported on your home store for this cycle. Next, I will walk you through the merchandiser certification process. If after logging in you see a status at the top of the screen that says you are currently not certified, please take the certification test by clicking on the link above. That means you will need to take and pass the merchandiser certification test prior to being able to enter in your cycle work. Click on the merchandiser certification button in the blue ribbon at the top of the page. The next screen will take you to the actual merchandiser certification test. In order to pass, you'll need to answer 80% of the questions correctly. If you do not pass this test, you will have the opportunity to take the test again. If you do pass, at that point, you are considered certified within the system and you will be able to do work in Supervalu stores and also report on your cycle work within the Supervalu reporting.com portal. Prior to taking the certification test, your manager should supply you with the Supervalu SAS Reset Program Handbook. This handbook will guide you through the questions that are asked within the certification test. After viewing this training video, should you have any questions, please contact your supervisor. Thank you for your time today.